These 5 things that I'm going to share with you today are so powerful and a little bit dangerous. I'm going to warn you guys to make sure you use these 5 strategies for good and not evil, because they work so well that when I share them with you, she's going to be attached. You ever wanted to get a woman attached to you, whether you want marriage, a girlfriend, long-term situationship, these 5 strategies are going to work for any situation, any type of relationship you want. So listen up, because I know I get guys, they'll say sometimes, hey, I just want one woman, I just want to be married, all this stuff. That's fine. The whole goal is you still have to get her attached to you so that she wants those things for you. So we're going to get into the 5 things that will help them become attracted to you very quickly. And I'm actually going to use a story from one of my own dating experiences to back up this information. And I've replicated this more than once. Now, it's going to be a little bit of story time in here with those tips because I have to give context to why I'm saying what I'm saying. If you feel like you have experiences that are similar, put them in the comments below. And if you feel like you never run into these situations and you would like to, let me know, because then I can set you up with private access to my Discord and I can coach you for about 3 months to help you get the woman very attached to you. Make sure you're choosing very wisely though. It's not something that you want to use for malintention. So just let me know. You can hit me up and I will hook you up with my Discord and I'll help you get that woman that you want to get attached to you. And let's jump right into those 5 tips. We'll start with number 1. You got to give her something to do. Now, I'm talking about first date vibes, first meeting vibes. You got to start off with giving her something to do. Why? This is because this will let you know whether or not she is somewhat interested in you. Women do not do things for men that they have no interest in. And so in order to test whether she has some interest in you, you got to give her something to do. In this story that I'm going to share with you, I was on a first date. I live in the South and it's very hot very often. So in the summertime, it makes sense for us to go on an ice cream date. I know women tell you they don't go on ice cream and coffee dates, but I have 2 examples that prove it's not true. We were going on an ice cream date to meet up for the very first time. As we get there, the first thing I do is, you give her a hug, you say the general, hey, how's it going? And then we walk over to the counter so we can start placing our order for ice cream. And I immediately give her something to do. I told her, hey, I'd like for you to order my ice cream. Just pick whatever you think will taste good, and I'm gonna eat the ice cream that you choose for me. Um, if you see that she immediately says, no, I'm not going to do that, or why do you want me to do that? Like, if you get too many questions and pushback, then obviously she's not that interested yet. So you could either push forward or back off. But in the general, you do have to start with this, because if she does do it, this is the thing that makes them a little bit more attached to you quicker, is when women do things for men that makes them attached. And so if you're not giving her things to do for you, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because women actually love doing things for men that they like. So you're testing if she likes you, and if she does like you, she's going to enjoy doing something for you. So that is number 1. Give her something to do. The second thing, which actually it combines with number 1, is also sometimes make it a game. Be a little bit playful with it. You want to have fun with it. You heard that saying, girls just want to have fun. And as you're on your first date, that should be the goal, is you should be having fun with it. It shouldn't be super serious, all this conversational stuff. Make this more of a game, a fantasy for her, or just a game at least. So when I told her to give me the ice cream, I said, yeah, I trust you as the expert on ice cream. So what I'm gonna do is, once I get your ice cream that you made for me, I'm gonna rate it on a scale of 1 through 10 and see what your taste buds are like. So I made it slightly a little bit of the game. And so she's like, okay. But she put a smile on her face, because it's like, it's a little bit more interesting than we just go in the ice cream parlor and say, hey, what do you want? What do you like? Okay, I'm going to get this. Instead, I make it more about her also gives me an opportunity to see and learn a little bit more about what she likes. So secretly, I'm also capturing information. If I pay attention to what she makes for me, she's going to start telling me certain things she likes. You say, well, I like to get caramel on mine. I like to get marshmallows on mine. And you take notes so that in the future, you could possibly surprise her with her favorite ice cream without her actually telling you what her favorite ice cream is. So make it a game, make it fun. This is what's making all your dates better. And of course, they're going to attach to you a lot better when they're able to have fun with you. Don't forget about that, guys. You need to be having fun. She needs to be having fun. Number 3 is lead her. Now, on this date, as we spoke and sat down and ate our ice cream, after we ate our ice cream, I led the next interaction immediately. We finished eating. I said, you finished eating? Okay, give me this. I'm going to go put this in the trash. I pick up our stuff. I go put it in the trash. And then I tell her to stand up. I say, come on, we're gonna head outside and we'll continue talking out there. So I leave my hand out. Let's see, you can't even see my hands. Anyway, I leave my hand out while she's sitting down for to motion her to get up, and she can grab onto my hand if she wants to. If they don't cooperate with that, then obviously you notice that they're not vibing with you that much yet to initiate physical touch. So that just gives you an indication on whether or not you should proceed from here. Maybe not. It just depends on the person, but this would be a good sign if she reaches out for your hand and stands up with you. All right, so then all of this you have to factor in, is she questioning you a lot in between this? Because questioning you don't really want a lot of that. Women don't really question men that they're attracted to as often. So if she's starting to become more attached to you, she will question you less. She will just kind of go with what you're saying. She'll be like, okay, all right. And she'll have a smile on her face while doing it. You'll see that some of it is quite exciting to her because maybe she's not used to every single guy doing this, which I guarantee you, they are not used to every single guy leading them. So lead her, walk her out, or whatever you're going to do next. But I led her outside of the ice cream parlor, and then she actually was excited enough with just doing these 3 things. We had conversation, and she says, well, is that it? Is that the rest of the date? And I was looking like, oh, okay, so this meetup wasn't enough for her. She wants more. She must be starting to build that attachment. So on the fly, I said, I said, I'll look at my watch and say, I do have a little bit of time before I have to do something else, because this was a daytime date. You make space so that you can do multiple things. That is number 4. Number four thing to get her attached to you quickly is your first date has to be multiple locations. All right, multiple locations. Why? Because it creates positive experiences and memories that they had on a date, because they'll say, we went here and did this, I enjoyed that, and then we continued here. And it needs to feel a little bit spontaneous, like she knew that this wasn't planned, but I made it flow. I said, oh yeah, sure, let's go over here to Dave and Buster's. I said, we can go ahead and play some arcade games, have a little bit of fun. And then so that's what we did. So I improvised on the fly. We continued to our second location. As we went to the second location, of course, it's still very fun vibes, all this stuff. It's not a lot of very serious questions. We're moving and just, laughing. And as we start to settle down, I ask her, you want a drink or something like that? And we can go sit at the bar and chill. So then she wanted a drink. We sat and talked, and we ended up having a conversation for about 1 hour. I'm getting ready to go. I've had a great time. I said, I'm gonna walk you out to your car, but just follow me. Follow me to the bathroom real quick. I'm gonna use the bathroom, and then we're gonna walk outside. I'll walk you to your car because I've got other stuff I gotta do for today. So she followed me to the bathroom versus she had the choice where she'll say, no, I'm just going to go to my car. Thank you for the date. And she could have just left there. But the fact that she followed me to the restroom and just waited outside of me at the restroom is a good sign. But I wouldn't have seen where her attachment was at without testing it, because you still have to lead her. So I led her, gave her instructions on something I wanted her to do, and she followed. And when you give these instructions, they're not anything that's like with bad intention. Like I'm telling her to follow me and wait for me at the bathroom. There's nothing bad. That's typical of what would happen in a relationship normally. So you're getting her prep to what it would be like if you were in a relationship with her. So she waited for me, and then we walked out to the car. As we walk out to the car, she's like, wow, I don't know why I feel so connected to you so soon. And she was like, do you really have to go? And I said, yeah, I do have to go. I have some other things planned for today. And I joked with her. This is number 5. Number 5 is you have to use the word love playfully, but you're never telling her that you love her, especially in these first stages. You never telling her you love her, but you use that word love playfully. I said, I got other stuff to do. Yeah, I can't spend all day with you. You might fall in love too soon. You might fall in love on the first day if I've spent my whole day with you. And I said, we can't have that because I still have to learn more about you. All right, so you can fall in love later, okay? Like, you got to be sarcastic joke, but you use that word playfully. Like, it's not time for you to fall in love yet, okay? So that's why we gotta separate, because you're gonna get attached to me, and I'm gonna get attached to you, and it's gonna be happily ever after. We can't rush it, okay? But I had a great time with you, and then we went our separate ways. Now, the fast forward, the end results of that story is, yes, she wanted to see me again, and on the first day of meeting her, I didn't meet up with her again, and we hung out at nighttime. And that was where I just went over her house for Netflix and chill. The relationship progressed more after that, but I'm not going to focus on too much more after that. I just need to share those 5 things with you once again. If you feel like you need more coaching or tips on how to do this, and you want me to help you out one-on-one with your situations, just hit me up. I'll help hook you up with the Discord. It does cost money for the private Discord, and then you'll have the same results, man. Especially if you want to get a long-term relationship, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need to get them attached to you. Let me know if you have any questions. See you down below in the comments.